first reading on here in this new space. This is a new space. Of course, it's at night with the terrible light, but it is what it is. I don't have a question. I know that we're using this, the sun and the moon. And the night sun. Yeah, stack is super dope. Okay. Oh, these are good. I know these are good. Okay. We're starting off with the Five of Cups. I'm Denise. This is Surrender to the Flow Tarot. This is a general reading. If you're here, it is for you. There's a running. There's a sense of secrecy, cunning, in order to take something without permission, without consent, without someone else's knowing. That's the energy in this card. This is also the card of self-medicating. It's deep grief. It's when grief is, you find yourself inside of it. So that's the main energy popping up for everybody for this. It's like, in order to stay in the light, you have to go engage in the dark. But it's strategic. There needs to be a strategic, empowered focus to it. Have points, bullet points you're going to look out for and fill in the rest. I don't know. I lost it. Okay, the bottom is the Eight of Wands. This is insane, the difference. It's reminding me of my cousin's album cover for Head or Heart, which is the cold and the warm, right? Look at the difference. I didn't say this about the Five of Cups, but it is about matters of the heart. It's something that's attached to love with you. It's a wound that your heart isn't healed. And it's devastating at some point and is still painful, but this one is coming up as more of taking power back, but not being totally forthcoming. But the reason is why not, right? What came out, remember, we didn't ask anything either. So this is cool because I've never done a reading like this. This is really rad. So thank you for coming and sharing your energy because this is cool. Is the Eight of Wands. This Eight of Wands. This is fierce, strong, focused, positive, appreciative, creative energy, being fueled by it, being in every pore and cell, and having your energetic reserve full, preserved, and that overflow in wands is that dissonance that feels good. You know what I mean? That exact perfect meeting of whatever it is. You can't stay still. You know what I'm saying? You can't be inactive. This is coming from no action into the strongest action you can take physically. And it's desire, you know, it's communication. And it traditionally means coming to you. Under that is the King of Pentacles. We're going to look at the top too. Look at this dude. Oh shit. This is a gentle warrior. This is a warrior who is physically strong and stronger than appears, but still, and magically strong. And is that. Think like Bruce Lee. You know what I mean? Ready to fight, but it's fighting with integrity and still a deep love and regard for all living beings. You feel me? But knowing when you have to come in. That's what's underneath that. And then the Five of Wands. I want you to see this. Look at the wands in both of these. This one she used as a ladder, right? And look at that. It's like a partial spiral, right? Which is the goddess. And this one is more like, it could be a trap. It's more complicated. It requires focus, attentiveness, Not vigilantly, but specific. But groundedness, too, at the same time. The Five of Wands is a card of competition, but it traditionally is you with other energies all working toward a common goal. Some of it is like your teammates, right? So you all do your part. It's everybody doing their part. But it can come up a whole bunch of different ways depending on what card is with it. And under it is the Hierophant. So it can come up as feelings of, it could be self-worth related and questioning your self-worth and feeling threatened and insecure. It's more of that. It's like when your confidence is threatened. That's what this is. So whatever way that happens. But that was underneath the King of Pentacles, and underneath that, underneath the Five of Wands, is the fucking Hierophant. She's also 5, right? Yeah. Which is the major arcana 5, too. So this is something soul-bound. Origin. Energy source origin is where this comes from. 7 of Pentacles is underneath that, and this one is super, and the World is under. It was a World or the Judgment? It's a Judgment, I think. Look at this. Isn't this deck stupid? And Judgment. And the 9 of Wands. Okay, we're gonna hold on. And the 9 of Pentacles. Oh God, this is like a whole story on its own. We're gonna stop there right now. Okay. Okay. Oh, this is about becoming. This is about someone is becoming the King of Pentacles. Someone is embodying that energy and has worked long. Put the work in and is just starting to realize who they are spiritually, who they are and who you are, and what your connection is in whatever way this is showing up. It's a recognition of it, but there's still resistance with that 5 of Wands. There's still a feeling of not worthiness. There's a questioning of their confidence, and it looks like it's in their ability to show up and be present. In integrity, in grace, in strength, in agape. You don't really hear that with the King of Pentacles, but it is. Because the King of Pentacles love is a recognition of that energetic current. And it's the love. Sorry, I went somewhere. And it's the love in physical form, too. I don't know where I was going, but fill in the blank. Okay. Okay. Yes. The Judgment, the 9 of Wands, and the 9 of Pentacles. I mean, it's all. It's like, and the 10 of Wands before it, underneath the 9 of Pentacles. It's the long journey. of recognizing burdens, like these burdens, the Knight of Cups underneath that. I'm showing you this because it's so beautiful, and my whole entire heart chakra just like became energized from it, like warm. It's such a stark difference to like all of these. Hold on, I'm going to spread these guys out because this needs more. Okay. Okay, yeah, right. This is crazy. The Hierophant is at the center, the dead center. And the Hierophant is directly connected. The call has been heard and accepted by whoever's this energy is embodying to you, whoever that is. It was a long fucking journey, but it was what made it switch is a deep recognition of unconditional love. In this, they recognized it, they understood what it was because they must have experienced it or they saw it. Something happened though in them fundamentally that shifted, and they raised, and now they're like kind of scared for a while because you know you got to look at a lot of stuff when you're opening up, and that isn't easy. And that's what this, so it starts with the nine of wands. Wait, did it go this way? I don't know if I did these incorrectly, but let me, this is what I'm thinking, but I don't know if that's right. Okay, I don't know why that's popping out. This is the way. Yeah, there's a lot of third eye and heart chakra opening. But it's heart chakra opening in a way that's actually being shown in the 3D, in the everyday. This is all before this person has been existing almost entirely in their headspace. And now they had a humongous wake-up call, an awakening, where they couldn't run from whatever the truth, they couldn't run from this truth anymore. And they chose, finally, it's very, very long, with the 9 and the 10 of wands, they chose expansion. This is the kind of truth that comes when you hit your rock bottom. You know, it's the shift. It's what it is. I don't know how that showed up, but that's the universal truth between the line of communication, the story of this. This is a situation you've been giving to strategically, covertly. Subconsciously there, but a little bit of your consciousness is holding on to, was like pulling on it. You know what I mean? These are like filling a cup of what? Is it blood? Could also be you were showing up fully in your power. You finally stepped into your power. And you were giving only what you could. The minimum. But not because it's the minimum. It's because that's all you had space for. But you got yourself to a place where you are even emotionally, mentally, spiritually, physically. Fuck. And able to hold it is what is coming out of my head, but I don't remember what I was saying. No, that's your duty, but that's not. It's like your energy was showing up as a receptacle, as a vessel on a small scale, but it was enough to give relief or a truth or a hold space for this other energy. And it was in and out. But it was, this is mutual. But there's still a secrecy. And disappointment. But this is on both ends. What this looks like is whoever this other energy is that embodies the King of Pentacles is coming to you with this energy combined, which is Emperor or Empress or the Lovers. This is all divinely guided. This is everything that's happened is supposed to have happened. Some of it went ways it wasn't intended and made things harder. But still, everything happens the way it's meant to. When we're meant to learn a lesson from a positive experience and we don't, we will learn it from the equal negative and vice versa. This is being very aware. And this is like a fire was lit, literally. everything that didn't need to stay, releasing it by destroying it, making it to ash so it can be reabsorbed. That's what a King of Pentacles does. This is a person who is showing up, who is actively building up, and then showing up as a very stable person. Very rooted. Every step, connecting with the earth, roots, but very present and a warrior. And like a tree, you know, all these things. Steady. It's new for them, and they're worried a little bit in their ability. Are they enough in the like kind of feeling inferior? It's just a fear. That's just conditioning. And that's internal. And it looks like they figure that out because they go to the Eight of Wands, which is fire. Okay. What do we ask next? How long has this been? Okay. It's not extremely long. The effing hell did I do with that deck? Oh, it's right there. Yes. Okay. Oh, energy. Oh, thank you. It's shifting. Oh, wow. Okay, where are we going here? We're going to the Eight of Wands, and we're using the sun and moon. Interesting. Whoa, okay. Hold on. The Emperor. We said that right? Emperor, Empress energy. The Two of Swords. How are we going to take these? I would take them this way if they landed. But they want to be read this way. Okay. Oh. Wow. Oh my God. The Empress, the Prince of Swords, which is the Knight of Swords, and the Nine of Cups. And the split was the Emperor, then the Two of Swords on the bottom. Can I hold all these, Johns? Yes, I can, bitches. Is that right? Oh, fuck my ass. Hold on. You're seeing them this way. They should go this way. My bad. Oh, I said fuck my ass. Sorry. I say that because that would be really unpleasant for me. And if you're familiar at all with any of my health issues, you would understand why. But that is the last thing I would want to happen. So that's what I say when it's a situation. Look at this. What? You see this, right? Are you kidding me? This is for the Eight of Wands. This is defeat, hitting bottom, depleted, so exhausted, you physically and emotionally, though, emotionally, energetically, that you're not giving up on your life. So your only other option is to change, is to accept. Because it's not change, it's growth. So it's change in that way, but it's not changing your fundamental self or this person's fundamental self. King of Pentacles. This is so stupid. The Empress and the Emperor, the Two of Swords, the Knight of Swords, and the Nine of Cups. The Chariot is under the Emperor. Right, and the Ten of Swords is under the Two of Swords. Yeah, we know that this Knight of Pentacles, Emperor energy is got passion, that overflow from being so aligned that their reserve is being constantly refilled and maintained, right? And they're just like, their heart chakra is, and their solar plexus and their crown is pulling them, and they can't get away from it. They're opening up to this stuff. This is stuff that they've known but never had names for, or just didn't understand it. You know what I mean? Because they didn't have names for it and nobody taught them. You know what I mean? And it's just who they always have been. And you knew it. And they knew it. This is a lot of pain too. But this is pain that is met by grounded stability and expansion of self and source, and how you show up, how you get that balance and harmony between divine and human. That's who this Emperor energy is. And it probably applies to the Empress too. It's probably equal. Okay, this is going here. It's equal. Both parties have their awakenings. They're just showing up very differently. But they're ending up with an Empress and an Emperor. They're ending up with their counterpart. They're equal, opposite, they're yin and yang, they're harmony. It's hard. It's like, oh God, this is like, there's a little bit still of doubt on both sides that's coming in the way of thoughts. But there's also on the Empress's side, no settling, cutting out all those bitches, only accepting equals. Knows their worth. Both of these, the Emperor and the Empress, know their worth. And they are humble. And they are radiant. They are loving. They are a team. They are partners. They are creators, co-creators. And separate. They do things separately that both are inspired by. They inspire each other, and then they come together and make a new thing. This could literally be on any relationship. I'd love to know in the comments how it shows up for you, if it's a romantic or work or whatever. Family. It's probably not family. Well, I don't know. It probably could be, actually. This is bananas, but this is tied into everything you've ever dreamt, everything you thought was a dream, but you're recognizing was your soul's desires, your soul's purpose, intentions. There's a different word, but it's all of them coming true. And it's standing in autonomy and being able to hold all 9 cups and fill and refill and have it be always in harmony. It's a balance between knowing and being and showing up and doing. This King of Pentacles is going to come to you. And you guys might be, so far, you are operating on an energetic level, huge. It's huge. It hasn't shown up yet for you. They haven't shown up yet for you in the 3D, but they're at the King and the Emperor. So they're right there. There's just a little bit of, they're scared a little bit. They're unsure and they're getting in their head about it. But they're stopping because they have the Chariot goes into the Emperor, and the only energies that can come into your Chariot are the Emperor and the Empress, and we have both. And the Chariot is under the Emperor. So this is like amazing. This is in your future. Soon. Sooner than it's ever been in the past. So that can be a lot of things. But the way that this happens, I feel weird saying that. This is an outcome that can happen if you stay in alignment. Keep maintaining whatever you're doing and keep growing. It doesn't matter if it's one thing and then the next day you add one more. And then the next day you add one more. You know what I mean? It can be that. It can be 1. It can be 1,000. It can be, you know what I mean? It just has to be forward. I have no recollection what I just said. Okay. Sorry. Oh, it's just like this Emperor's solar plexus is just bursting. They know who they are, and they've accepted it, and they're embodying it, and they know. What's that called in Qigong? That lower Dantian? Yeah. That's that light that exists. That's that little seed that turns into a speck. But a speck. That where source energy flows. That's what this Emperor, that's where they are. There's a harmony and a gentleness to their strength. It's beautiful to show up as the King of Pentacles. That's exactly That's exactly the minor arcana you would want. That's exactly what you would want. Because it seems like, yeah, well, we did a page to a king. So a page, though, showing up as a page, it's little, but it grew all the way to a king. This is a King of Pentacles stepping into their Emperor energy. And this is an Empress who has already embodied their energy. If this applies to the Empress, it would be in the way that they learned about their Emperor, which in turn learned about themselves. Do you know what I mean? It was connected in that way, like a mirror. Like, what did that mirror to me? What did that reflect? You know what I'm saying? It gave a deeper understanding, which enforced their internal knowing that they can show up stable in the 3D too, and be in harmony with their knowing and their being. They're still working on, you're both still totally embodying your Emperor and Empress energy. You're just on different levels of it. You're the Two of Swords, and the Empress is the Emperor is the Two of Swords, and the Empress is the Knight of Swords. Not the King. But the Emperor shows up as the King of Pentacles, so the Empress still is the development there is this maintaining alignment between knowing and being, between knowing and thinking, between thinking and discerning, between thinking and being, so you can accept the knowing. And the Emperor is the belief and is the reminder and the responsibility of moving forward with their authentic self, aligned with their purpose. This is two energies coming together, and they're about to birth something brand new and fruitful and long-term. Abundance that just shares and expands. This is bananas. Whoever this resonates for, this is dope. Keep doing what you're doing and keep expanding. Expanding and maintaining your center and your energetic reserve. Make sure it's filled and preserved, right? So that you have an overflow to give from. Otherwise, if you don't have an overflow, you're giving from your reserve. Think of it as like the oxygen mask. You got to put yours on first, right? This is dope. Do I need an oracle card for you? Oh, it said yes. The Rose Oracle. Hold on. Yeah, the Rose Oracle. Where are you? Okay. This is fun. Thanks for this. clearing. Something's clearing. You just alchemize something, transform something in you that took a load off, that took, pressure off, however that applies. Stop the draining. Keep hearing Shirley. And leaf. Forest. Woods. I don't know. That's okay. Thanks for that. That has not ever happened like that before, so thank you. If that was relevant to anyone, I would love to know that. Thank you, and no worries either way. No worries either way. Okay. Sam. Samantha. Samira. I'm seeing a woman with a scarf, not a hijab, or I know I probably just got that wrong. I think I did. But a scarf, and it's yellow, and it has gold, and her eyes are brown and larger. And she's like this and looking up. She's a symbol of something else. I don't think that's a physical person. It's a symbol of something else. So if that means anything to anyone, this is a sign for whatever we're needed a sign for. This whole reading and whatever has some sign in it for you. That was cool. Thank you. It was super cool. Ooh. It's funny. All of them just in a different order. Oh. On the bottom is Sophia. Divine plan, wisdom, intelligence within, destiny, the Empress. The High Priestess energy. The feminine energy that is, that creates all life from. Sophia. This is about embodying for both Emperor and Empress your divine masculine and feminine in your human masculine and feminine non-binary, in your human body. but it's those aspects. And it's a deep understanding of your soul's purpose, or an understanding that your soul's purpose is deep. Okay, so the child within, rapture, the second bloom, lineage of the rose, held. I'll show you them all. Okay. Yeah, this is deep healing of inner wound, inner child trauma, ancestral. It's ancestral. This is crown chakra opening and awakening. This is showing the spiritual, this all was more of the 3D. These cards are showing your spirit body, your energetic body. I will show you them. It's the merging of your light and your light and your shadow. That's the chariot. It's seeing that you're made up of two wolves, a light and a dark, and embracing both and becoming a unit, all three. And that's what this is. It's the transmission. It's the effect that the transmission has on all the low vibrational frequencies and residual traumas and pains that were in your magnetic field. It's the releasing. It's the releasing it. It's a toxin and you're releasing it. And this is like your healing period. You're in the like healing period and you're alchemizing all that, the harmony again of the 5D and the 3D. And you're about to be reborn. Is rebirth. You're about to bloom. You're already reborn. You're about to open. It could also be the relationship is about to open. It's equal. It's this beautiful merging. It's the healing of energetic severing. And it's the regenerating. You've been healing it. And now it's regenerating. This is both separate Emperor and Empress and together. This applies to everyone. This is mirrors. That's Emperor and Empress. This is being guided and held by your ancestors. Knowing it and feeling it. Learning about it. But knowing it, believing it, and honoring it. That's what I think both of you are. Knowing, believing, and honoring. That's the thing that binds you. That's the value mate. Knowing, believing, and honoring. This is bananas. This is beautiful. This is dope. This is super dope. Kind of getting washed out. I'll try to put them all closer, but do you see? This is blessed. This is you coming into union with your divine counterpart because you are your divine counterpart. You are that. You show up as that. You believe that, and you hold that sacred. This is opening all our chakras. This is freeing ancestral karma and building. It's the rebuilding. And the emperor knows it. Now knows it. Always knew it, but now is it. Is it. This is beautiful. Everyone who this resonated for, you see how dope that is? My kid got me this. I think, yeah, it's dope, yeah? Like from out in the wild. Stupid. Whoever this resonated with, congratulations. Keep doing you. See y'all next time.